Hello everyone, Scotty here from Blue Coconut Family and welcome back to City Skylines. So today we're going to be continuing our look at the transport. Now I know that's probably quite strange for you people who are probably watching my series, and I was like, but Scotty, you were on the disasters. Yes, I'll get back to the disasters, but today I want to expand my transport. To transport? That sounded weird. So I wanted to continue my transport, and today we're going to be looking at expanding our rail network. So I had a quick look at my previous tutorial of the trains, and it proved really popular. But I realised I hadn't really fully explored the trains, because of course none of my transport links are very diverse. They are very just basic, and so I want to expand on them a little bit more, just give you a little bit more in-depth knowledge. So we can see we've already got our train link coming in from the main line here into our first station, and then it goes round this side of our map. But that really as far as it goes, and it's not very well utilised. So here, as you can see here, it's only had 7 in the last week. That's probably because it's not very great. It only goes to 4 stations along one side of the thing. So I wanted to create some branch lines and some creative ways of helping diverse that just a tiny bit more. So the best way of doing this is to have multiple lines. So rather than having a single line that can go round them all, which is okay, that's completely fine, you can do that if you wish, I wanted to create different lines so that they would have to change train depending on their destination. That helps speed up the service slightly, because rather than having one train that goes around all the stations, you have 3 trains going to different stations. So they would all connect at a single station and then go on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a terminus. Okay, so this is something brand new within the mass transit DLC that they've added to have multiple trains coming to the same terminus. If you're unfamiliar with the term terminus, what it means is it's where the trains end, and it's literally the end of the line. I'll show you in a second. So it's these ones here. So the multiple platform end station, or you can have a through station. So I'm going to use the terminus here, so the multi-platform end station. And I'm going to put this in our main city area. So I'm going to place it over here. Okay? Like that. So it's really good, it makes all these guys really happy. Now one cool thing about this is you may notice is it's got a funny little dark line here. What that means is it can be connected to our subway network, so which I'll come to at another point in another video. But for now, let's start connecting these up. So we can see that this actually adds in loads of platforms. So it adds in 6 platforms in one station. Now, the only way this was possible beforehand was via a mod. And yeah, I even have mods installed that allow this. These ones, and these are really cool. And these have the subways built into it, as you can see underneath, and they're really quite cool, really unique. But this is the first time it's been available in vanilla game, so I'm really excited for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to link each of these up to somewhere new. So first of all, we've got to link up to our original train platform, which is over here. So I'm going to actually go from this end, and I'm going to have it come over this way. I think I can go under. Yes, I can. So have it go over here. Have it come up. So you go up by pressing page up. Have it find a place for it to go over sensibly. There you go, like that. I'm going to keep it on a higher level, just for the sake of it. And then now it's going to come down, like that, and goes into there. Lovely. So then that's actually that path. But of course we now need to extend the route. So how do you extend the route? Well, it's easy. You grab the out line, so you can see it comes out this way, and it goes that way. Because you don't want to grab the in line, because you don't want it to go to that one first. You want it to stop at this station and then go on. So you see how it says drag line to add stop. You click it, you click and hold, and you move it over to this platform. You can see it pops like that. Now of course that's created it where it comes back, which is great. So what I'm going to do, because you can see this actually only goes to one side of the station, I'm going to actually right click it and remove this line, and you can see there it automatically pops them back to both sides. And what that does is it helps free up that station, because if you can imagine, you've got a train going one way and a train coming the other way, and if they both use one side of the platform, that means there can only be one train in that station at one time. which is pretty bad because that means that if it's a train coming from the east, let's say, and there's a train already in the station from the west, that train from the east cannot enter the station because there's a train already in platform. It does not dynamically use both platforms unless told to, like this. So the best way to fix that is to remove the station, let it reset itself like it did there, and then just click and drag and re-add it to the thing. So we can now see that this is going all the way back to this station here. And we can already see it's proving very popular because we've got 2 trains coming in and out. And we should start seeing people entering our station like there. Perfect. So we've already created a popular route like that. But I want to continue this further. I want to add more lines. So I want to add this second line to be able to go over to our new island expansion, what we did with mass transit. So I want to add a brand new station over here. So first of all, we've got to pick a decent location for this station. So I reckon over here, because that'll look really nice over here. It's in a nice big area and big district. So if we click here, let's add a, I'm going to add one of my mod stations into here. I'm going to add a rural station, I think. So this is one of the mods you can pick up in the, sorry, it's not a mod, it's an asset, I think they technically call it. It's you can pick it up within the workshop. They're really quite cool, the mods in there. Another little tip I can give to you guys is when building roads or spleen tools, like roads, rails, or things like that, I highly recommend using this one, the freeform track, because it feels a lot more natural when you place it down. Unless, of course, you're American and straight roads are your thing, but as you could probably tell from my accent, I am not American, I am British. In England, we have very curvy, wavy track and curvy, wavy roads, because that's how it should be. Comments below. But so I feel I prefer this sort of layout rather than to the square bridge network, whatever. That's fine. So just a little tip. I like it. It feels a little bit more natural. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create, because I expect this only to have one train every now and again across to it, I'm going to create a crossing. So how do you create a crossing? You click it to a road, click over it, like that, it creates a lovely crossing. So I'll show you that again. You click, you go over the track, but if you go all the way over the track, it says it cannot because there's a space in the way. Yeah, you must go to the track, it snaps to it, as you can see it snaps to it, and then you continue, and it's done like that. That's how you do a crossing. But of course, the downside to a crossing is that means if a train comes, the traffic stops. But I'm not too worried about that here because this is quite a low density road and it's only going to be really rubbish trucks which are going to be getting stopped. So I'm not too fussed by that. Then I'm going to have it shoot over here, like that. I can't have it snap over here, but that's okay. But I'm going to have it go through it. So you cannot cross tram tracks. Apparently, it went weird there. Apparently it said it could. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because the tram tracks are here first, let me just delete a little bit further back. Go up. This way slightly. And what I'm going to do is, rather than creating a whole second line that goes into, it creates a second line that comes this way and follows the same line, you might as well use the same route because there's no stations. The train's not going to stop. One thing you do need to bear in mind is you need to be able to create this to go into here. But that shouldn't be too difficult like that. There you go. So it creates a second line, and then trains can now pull into both. Awesome. So of course now I need to link up what I've broken. So that's for power, which is here, which goes up, across, and down, like that sorted. And of course the cycle path which we built in a previous tutorial. Which will go in like that. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so now we need to create the line for this new route. Do we need to have that technically? I don't think we do. Nah, we'll keep it like that. Sorted. Yeah, it hasn't broken it. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a route. So we're going to start from this platform, and it's going to be the green route, which I think is already, this is green, but that's okay. This is going to be a lime green. Goes to there, and then comes back to here. Here we go. So we can see our new route is taken up nicely, and here's the split in the junction. I think we'll probably have one train on this. I don't know. Of course, you can't set how many trains. It just does it for you. I think it'll probably do a train. There you go. There's it's two trains. Two trains on this route. So you can see now we've got trains going back and forth to our little island. It's not an island, but you know what I mean. Our little island. I'm going to create another route very quickly. So so we can have 3 trains travelling. So I'm going to create another route down to our industrial area. Okay, and because this is quite a grimy area, I'm going to have it as the typical kind of, let's go for a big, let's go for a city station. No, that's got a thing on it. Yeah, let's go for the standard. There you go, like this. So it's going to delete quite a big area, but that's okay. And then of course we need to link it up. This one I will do as a separate line. I don't know exactly why, but I will. Actually, shall I? Nah, I'll do it as a separate line. This one I'm going to go under. Like that. So we can see there already. We've got it all linked up. Grab the line tool from there to this one. It's going to be a blue route. There, complete the line. So now what that has done is that has created a hub and a terminus. So because we can have multiple trains coming in and out of this terminus, we can actually create a network that goes in multiple places, which is really quite a cool, unique thing. And yeah, that's a really nice, cool thing. We can have it so that it comes in multiple places, and let's say somebody needs to get to work and they're not going to use the other transport links like the monorail or anything like that, and they want to get from, let's say, over here, over in this city block, all the way over to the industrial area. So they're not going to use the monorail because they don't like modern technology and that sort of thing is scary to them, and they're not going to use the cycle path because they're lazy. So what do? They don't want to catch the tram because tram. They don't want to catch a taxi because that could be quite expensive. So they catch the train. So we're going to walk out of here. We're going to walk down this road. We're going to cross over here. We can get on the train. We're then going to catch this train all the way over, down through the whole network, following past here, into here. We're then going to get off the train here, walk over a couple of platforms, and get the blue train, which is just pulled in here. We're going to follow the blue train. The blue train is then going to travel across. Going hyper speed, which does look like the London Underground. That's another mod. I like these trains. Going to then travel all the way through here to this platform, where people are already waiting. And then they're going to get off and they're going to go to work, and then they can do the same route back. So it's a really nice way of expanding your train network. Now of course we can create another line if we had easier access to the main line, is we could create another line coming in just as the main line, just as a way of tourism coming in, which actually, yeah, might as well, let's give it a go. So I'm just going to have it as this end line for reasons. Sometimes it can go a little bit skewy there, but that's okay. There we go. I'm going to have it just come across here. A little bit cross country. Just like so. And we're going to have it come this way as well. Just over any lines there, can go to the main line. And what I'm going to do then is I'm actually going to remove this track here, because as much as it's nice to have these stations connected to the main line, they can reduce traffic, because of course if a train's in the station, another train can't come in. And so by having it come this way and come to its own dedicated platform, we can have trains coming in to this line from external, and then they can then catch other trains without blocking the network. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If anything else changes on the trains, or if I do a slightly different series, I will come back to the trains in another video. But please look out for my other City Skylines videos. I'm going to be doing a couple more. I'm going to be continuing my series looking at the disasters and how to prevent them, and how to rescue your city from disaster. But yeah, from myself, Scotty, and the rest of the Blue Coconut family, I wish you a very good day, and see you next time. Bye!